At this stage, before coming to the Security Council and ECOSOC documents, which will be the end of our series, I would like to draw your attention to some commonly used components of symbols, and that will be applying to the General Assembly, to the Security Council, to ECOSOC equally. There are key symbols which are usually added to a symbol for a certain purpose. Often you will see the letter L appearing at the end of a symbol. When it is shown, it indicates limited distribution. It's a document which is of a provisional value, an important document of course, but it's not going to last. Let me say, for instance, if you have a draft resolution submitted to a committee of the General Assembly, it will later become a resolution, but as it's still a draft resolution, it will be given that L identification. For instance, A59L12, as is shown on the chart, is a document of limited distribution used for a draft resolution submitted to the General Assembly. So without going into details, whenever you see L, you know that you're dealing with a document of limited distribution. Sometimes a document is followed by the letters ADD, capital A followed by small d. That obviously is an addendum. An addendum to an existing document, so the original document remains, but this is added to the original document. That sample shows A59L12. A59L12 is probably a draft resolution, and the add one probably means an addendum, perhaps the addition of sponsors to the existing draft resolution. So in other words, add is additional to an existing document, which existing document remains in existence. But sometimes you may have core, CORR, which is rectifying a mistake in the original document. It's correcting part of the document. It's certainly not substituting for the document. And here is an example of A59/2, that was the original document, plus core 1, which rectifies a mistake. Mistake could be very small, but it could be important. Once I had a text before me that spoke of the adoption of a resolution. By mistake, it said adoption of a revolution. Obviously, we couldn't keep that text in that shape, so we had to issue a corrigendum that said for revolution, read resolution. And then the last one, the rev, is a revision replacing entirely the existing document. You could have a draft resolution which is being revised by its sponsors, and the new text, the revision, is issued as a symbol similar to the one you see on the chart, A59L12 Rev 1. This one is not, therefore, something that is added to an existing document. Rev 1 supersedes entirely the existing document. So those are components which you may see also in documents of the Security Council and the Economic and Social Council, in addition to those of the General Assembly.